Hey everybody, it's Lynnea. It's day 2 of the LDRS Creative July features, and so myself and the rest of the design team this month are bringing you some inspiration using some of their new dies. So I'm going to start here with the Lighthouse border die, and I'm just cutting this from some heavyweight white cardstock. This is going to be the primary focus of my card, and I'm going to add a light up feature to this lighthouse. I just thought it was perfect, and it was just calling to be lit up. So first I'm just going to add some quick coloring to this lighthouse border die. There's a lot of different ways you could do this. You could mask this and color with ink blending or watercolor. I chose to use Copic markers. I just thought that would be the easiest and quickest way to add some color and to kind of be able to keep my color in different areas. So I just thought it would be easiest to color with Copics, but definitely color however you feel most comfortable. So my Copic coloring is nothing fancy. I just use usually two markers for each color. Today I'm actually using 3 because I'm doing some dot detail just to bring some extra dimension and kind of beef up my shading, I guess, a little bit. So I would start with my medium and then blend out with my light. And then here, like you can see, I chose a slightly darker shade. And I'm just going to come in and give some dots. And I especially think this looks super fun on the sand. I love dot detailing for sand. And since I knew I was going to do it on the sand, I thought that I would do it on parts of the lighthouse as well. So I added that to that darker blue portion of the lighthouse. Okay, so now let's make this a light up card. I use the Seaside Papers for my background, and you can see how all these little doors open up, and the die does that itself. The die even punches out all of these little windows for me too. I'm going to be using the Easy Light Up system, which happens to have 3 lights. So I'm going to mark some areas on my card. First, I marked a little X in that top right-hand corner. That's where I'm going to put my sentiment, and that's where that push here feature is going to be. So I figured I better show you the light up system. It's super easy. It has this little button with a battery pack, and then there's just some wires with 3 little light bulbs on the end. So I'm going to show you in a minute how easy this is to assemble. So I have already marked where I need my button to go, and now I'm going to put some markings onto my background pattern paper piece where all of those little windows are, and so that's going to guide me where to put those light bulbs. Now I do want the light to be able to shine through my background piece, so I'm going to just use a paper piercer and pierce holes right where I put these pencil marks. So these pencil marks and now these pierced holes are going to shine through my background, and that's what the light is going to shine through. So now I need to make sure that I'm going to add my light bulbs right where these little markings are for my windows. So I'm going to take a pencil and just make some markings, and this is going to be my background piece. So now I have pencil marks on my background piece, my card base rather, where I need the button and where I need to put each of those little light bulbs. I find it easiest to tape down my button battery pack so that that doesn't move as I'm trying to tape down my lights. So right where I marked where I want the button to be on the front of my card, that's right where I taped down. See that little purple little square? That's my button. From here, I'm going to take my lights and just string them to the center of each of my pencil marks where I have my windows. Once I have all 3 lights in place and the wires taped down, I can slide my battery into that battery pack. It has a little marking, so plus side up. And then I'm going to test it. I didn't keep all of my testing in the video, but I test my lights every step of the way to make sure they're going to be correct and that they work. I added some liquid adhesive to my lighthouse border, being careful not to glue down the little windows that open up. And then I added a double layer of foam tape around my light up mechanism. And that's it. This card was really simple, but I just love how these little windows light up. And I'm going to turn off my lights here in a second so you can really see how bright these lights are. Super fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial using some LDRS Creative summertime products. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.